¿Qué vamos a hacer, Jordi?
Un 7 colombiano, por favor.
Okay. So basically, he's gonna get a burst fade. We're gonna cut a little bit off top. First off, you will section the hair, bro. So what I'm gonna do right now, I always start by the top and then fade the sides. I'm gonna do shear work right now. A section off the hair so I could get the proper length that he wants up top. I'll start from the crown to the front of his forehead. Right here is gonna be my guideline of what I'm gonna use. So he wanted 2 inches off. That's basically we're gonna cut off. Use that as a base. We'll go from the crown to the front. And you just use your guideline to see what you're going to be cutting. I always like to cross check just so I can even out all the hair on top. I asked him how high he wants his burst fade. Low will start here, behind the ear. Mid will be right here where his eyebrows at. And basically he wanted it stretched out so I like a high burst fade on him. Okay? We're going to bald it out, going against the grain. Either you could square it off, round, or you could do a V. Wanted a V, that's what I'm going to end up doing at the end. You would curve it, yeah, dropping down. Second step I use the shaver before I begin my blend just so I could get that bottom line out. You could use a straight razor. When you're busy, you just want to use your time efficiently, right? Now the next step, clip open, correct. Lever all the way open, which is a 0.5. It's going to create your guideline, basically what, half an inch. I always like to use the corners just so you don't leave a harsh guideline. This side right here, try to go compress your guidelines a little bit shorter because with the burst fade, you want the back side to be a little bit more dark. So now we're just gonna close the lever halfway. We're gonna repeat the same steps as we have been doing. We're just gonna go halfway to where the guideline is at. Want to soften every other hair just so that you don't create a harsh guideline. Now we're gonna close the lever. It's gonna attack that line that you see right there. Next step, 0.5. Open it all the way. It'll be a 1. Use corners. Just gonna repeat same thing I did with the 0.5. You could already see that the blend is coming in. Close the lever halfway. Just gonna attack halfway where I set that guideline. Always use your corners. So I put the 1 guard all the way open, becomes a 1.5. And we're gonna do the same steps. Flick out motion. Just so you don't create a harsh line. Close it all the way, which would be a 1. And I'm just gonna attack this area right here. The last guard I'm gonna use is the 1.5. It's gonna be my last step until I do clipper over comb. At this point, just flicker out. I'm gonna go with the clipper over comb and just gonna remove the excess hair that's hanging from the 1 to the 1.5. ¿Te hace el lineup, bro? ¿Sí? ¿El lineup? O nomás te limpio las orillas, donde te va saliendo el cabello. I asked him if he wants to line up. He didn't want to line up. You can see it's a little bit faint right here, that his hair is receding a little bit, so we're gonna keep it natural. All we're gonna do is just clean up this little excess hair that's coming out just so you can give them a more natural look. Just depends on the client. They want a sharper lineup, and you can go ahead and do that. Start from the front. Always when you're blending, use your mirror. Your mirror is always going to tell you where the errors are at or where it's darker. Always respect your client's lineup. Don't push it back. So we're going to do the same steps on this side. We're going to repeat. We're going to cut this excess hair that you see right there. You already see it, but if you didn't have any guidelines or anything set prior, just attack it there. I always like lineups. It always makes your haircut pop. You can always enhance it with enhancements. Just go above and beyond. If you're gonna take a picture for Instagram, special event, use enhancements, make it pop just for that day. Depends on every client. Most of them don't use it. Some of them do. At the end of the day, you're performing the service for them. We're gonna do the same thing, same step that I did on the other side. Grab your towel, drape them. Now we're just gonna shave them off. A little bit of shaving gel so you can get a smoother shave. Straight razor this part. I'm gonna keep it as natural as possible, but I am gonna line up the vertical bars, which is right here. Now we're gonna put some aftershave. Once you hit it with the straight razor, you open up the pores, not to close them. My favorite part of the haircut. Let it burn. I'm gonna add some texturing spray or some sea salt spray. Thank you guys. That was a demo. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Follow me at Los Angeles Barbershop and at Luis Ayala Fades. Appreciate it. I'll follow you guys back. Thank you.